Evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the next week's second game of the season. Another heat match lined up for tonight. We have FAIRMONT going up against EDGEMEAD High, the Field of Dreams. Coming to you live from FAIRMONT once again. And tonight I'm joined by a stalwart of northern suburbs hockey. Someone who travels the world over, knows nearly everything more than I would ever know about the sport, Mr. Chris Gibson.
Evening, Randall. How's it going? Pleasure to be in your company. After watching the stream last week and hearing you, I thought, geez, this would be a dream come true to be in the studio commentary box with you. So pleased to be here. I'm looking forward to what should be a decent evening of hockey.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think tonight we have less rain than last week. We have one coffee more than we had last week. We still have no biscuits. I think we have about looks like about 4 families joining on the live stream. Feel free to greet us. Any interesting announcements this week, Mr. Gibson?
No, nothing that I've heard of. But here we go. Pushback's gone. Malia Smith has done quite an aggressive start there.
So your perspective on what you're expecting strategically from FAIRMONT tonight?
I think they're going to look to stretch the field nice and hard and wide. Got a lot of good ball players. I expect them to have a lot of dominate possession, and on the converse, maybe EDGEMEAD will be nice, tight and compact and look to hit them on the counter.
I fully agree with you, especially after last week, looking at the incredibly intense encounter between FAIRMONT and DF Milan. DF Milan coming away with the win last week, but I think we're expecting something a little bit different this week.
Yeah. In many, I'd agree with you. I think DF Milan last week, FAIRMONT were unlucky. They played some really good hockey, dominated large parts of the game, and then just unfortunately, DF's structure and accuracy in front of goal just got them the better of the game.
Oh, yeah. So we're also seeing here that Lucy de Bruin is making her debut in goals for FAIRMONT. Well done, young lady. We currently have Jade Regnard is out with injury. Out with injury. This week's captains are Jordan Moses from FAIRMONT and Amy Bartman from EDGEMEAD. Coaches, I think we have Bryce West this week again for the ladies, for the FAIRMONT ladies, and Casey Hendricks for EDGEMEAD. First short corner up, what are your predictions for what we're about to see?
I would like to think it's going to be something simple, but knowing the FAIRMONT coaching staff, they might look to do something out of the ordinary. But if I were to call it, maybe straight flick from left castle.
Oh, what a goal!
Great goal there. Fantastic goal by Amy. Got the flick part right, just the wrong castle. Great goal, Amy.
Goal is a goal.
Take a bow.
And now we have Coach Bryce West staring us down with that smug smile that we expect.
All right, so it'll be interesting to see how EDGEMEAD react to this. I think they would have loved to have been compact and keep the scoreboard tight initially and stay in the game for as long as possible. Now, will they stay tight, or are they going to chase the game?
Well, we have Lorato over there who's very aggressively attacking the D. Ball played out on the baseline by... Apologies if we don't get any names and numbers. Everything's really far and we are really old. We're learning as we go. Hi, Lynn Hadley. Great to meet you too. And we are definitely also looking forward to tonight's games.
The Hadleys are stalwart supporters of anything hockey, outdoor, indoor, school hockey, club hockey, franchise-based hockey. They're the hockey family.
Do you think we could get them to deliver some coffee and biscuits?
Yeah, who knows? But hello, Lynn, and hello to the rest of the Hadley family. Okay, there's the FAIRMONT outlet here. Looks like they've outletted very well. Alex at left back, 2v1 in front of her. Well defended there by EDGEMEAD. Alex will be a bit disappointed she couldn't execute the transfer there into the 25.
I mean, from my perspective right now, it seems like FAIRMONT are going at this quite aggressively. EDGEMEAD trying really hard to just absorb as much pressure as possible with that intercept by Emily Bezuidenhout.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think Randall, it's just how the flow is going to go. I think Fairmont, as we said earlier, are going to dominate possession. They're going to dominate territory, and Edgemead are going to have to be very smart and concise with what they do when in possession. Because, like we see here, they're being pressed. They've done well. Keep the ball now, and there we go now. Oh, unfortunately, the umpire blows the other way. But that's a good example of what Edgemead are going to need to do. Outlet, get up the field, and hopefully either just straight away get through into the 25, or from there you want to free it and then a quick free it and catch Fairmont a little bit out of position.
Yeah, it's quite clear from what we're seeing in the Edgemead formation. They seem to be giving Fairmont at least half the turf. Could that be a sign of pressure from the Edgemead? From the Fairmont attack?
No, definitely, 100%.
And Larato was in full control over there, with Zuki Gibbs fighting hard to get the ball back. Unfortunate call.
Alright, so Edgemead with the free hit there, all pressed by Fairmont. Edgemead will take another free hit just a little bit further up on the sideline.
Oh, hi, Kathleen Nell and Gavin Natalie Smith. Go Amy, we see your message. Ladies and gents, feel free to send a message on the live stream. We are watching it and we are happy to see any updates, any predictions, any deliveries of coffee and biscuits. I'm serious about this coffee and biscuits.
The amount of times you've already mentioned in the last 5 minutes, Randall.
And what's happening here? The rain's coming down. Completely unexpected. At least we are warm under covers over here.
Yeah, we're not complaining. You and I, we're nice and dry. Shit could get interesting. It might actually suit Edgemead if it gets a bit wet.
Incredible trap there by Amy van Alleman. Ball coming in with heat from Larato. So we see Edgemead hoping to capitalize.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how all the players react here to the weather. They generally say with lousier weather, the team that is slightly weak on paper might come more into the game because it nullifies a lot of the skill. So it'll be interesting to see what ends up happening over the rest of the game.
Oh, another interesting move there. Going out wide to Zoe van Alleman.
Oh, it's really good composure by Zoe. It's a great ball through. Malia Smith, right wing. All broken down there by Edgemead. It's dangerous play that. Malia with a quick free hit. Showing a good turn of speed. Great pass.
We have 4.
Bazuki, short corner, fantastic play. I mean, there we've just seen an example. Edgemead fairly comfortable in the press. Zoe under big pressure, and within a couple of seconds she had a lot of composure, got out of the press, great pass to Malia, free hit, and then straight away ended up taking the self pass quickly, not running too much of the ball, good pass into the D, and they've created a short corner opportunity.
It's quite fantastic to see. And also we've received some interesting information through our Spy network on some of the players while we try and bring some light into the game. Prediction for this next short corner?
I think they'll go flick again, surely. I don't see Amy on the park though, so maybe Malia with a flick. Slip left, slap far post.
Oh, fantastic work. Unfortunate. So looking at some of these players, I mean, they shared some interesting information. So Jordan Moses, tonight's captain, number 4. Her hobbies include reading, and apparently she likes doing it quite often. She also enjoys music and she plays the piano. Very interesting, and also a hiker. And her plans after school is to study medicine, either at Stellenbosch University or overseas, and obviously play hockey. Quite an interesting future ahead of you, young lady, and we are looking forward to seeing that. Natasha Creel, go Tara. Lauren Whittaker, go Fairmont. Erin Hendricks, Shorty. Yes, Erin Hendricks, thank you.
We've got 3 commentators in the house, it seems.
Simon Whittaker, Gibba, how many sugars in the coffee? Do you want some milk?
No sugar for me, Simon. As they say, I'm sweet enough, but I'll definitely have a bit of milk, please.
I'm feeling hurt that Simon isn't asking me how many sugars I need.
Good pressure there from Jordan Moses, forcing the bad tackle, or the stick check there from EDGEMEAD, and yeah, another short corner. Let's see if they can convert this.
Another short corner here. What are your predictions for this round?
I think, Randall, let's give it to you. Let's give you a prediction, because I've been 0 for 2 so far, technically. So winners know when to stop.
I mean, in situations like this, I would always say it's good to take advantage of your skill in the situation, and also take advantage of the scoreline to really start to utilize the variations that are available. It's always good to get them out, work out the kinks in game situations. We see the first variation or second variation there.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a planned variation or just a reaction to maybe a misguided push out there. I think the weather again, the rain seems to have stopped the initial downpour we had, but maybe they are being affected with the slightly extra wet turf.
I see Nicholas Mills. We would bring you coffee, but they would not let us in. Nicholas, we will sneak you in if you are scoring coffee here for us.
Yeah, on that note, obviously very unfortunate not to have the spectators here. We'd love to have you here, screaming and supporting the girls and boys. But yeah, it's just, they say in Afrikaans, bait vast, and hopefully you guys will all be back soon to be witnessing this action live.
As you see, EDGEMEAD having the ball in their 22 on the left side. Interesting outlet here. Looks like they've shaped up. They've gone into a back 4. But really, FAIRMONT in a good zonal press here. Just any pass that comes through that space has got a good chance of being turned over. And they've shown us exactly that. Oh, thank goodness the rain has stopped for a little while. Expecting the turf to dry up just enough to really bring the pace back up.
So I think, having looked at the way EDGEMEAD are outletting, I wouldn't be surprised if FAIRMONT decide to even go more aggressive with their press the next time they allow the outlet back to the centre back there. As we've got Malia Smith here, baseline drive. Oh, just a mistrap there. Amy Smith, sorry. Oh, it's a great tackle. What a turnover there. Amy does well to win it back.
Really, it's those situations that shape games.
No, it can be very frustrating, Randall. A different night, maybe they put that one in the box, it's 2-0, they get back to the half line, they go again. Now all of a sudden it becomes a frustrating night, and as Amy free in space, see what she's got. She's quite a skillful player.
What a turn. EDGEMEAD defense seem to be absorbing as much as they can. Doing quite well.
Very interesting to see how direct FAIRMONT have been here. I mean, they've literally, the last 3 attacking phases, they've just gone down the left channel each time. They haven't once looked to outlet, and if you look across the field, the viewers might not be able to see it now, depending on what camera angle we've got here. But there we go, that's what we're talking about, out and around. There's a lot of space on that far side that FAIRMONT could take advantage of. It's just interesting that they come back left the whole time. Maybe they've seen something in video, but yeah. Oh, great turnover.
Unfortunate, but easily picked up by Zoe von Alleman.
Nice step there.
Fantastic interception.
And this is probably exactly what EDGEMEAD are waiting for. EDGEMEAD are just waiting for that misplaced pass where they can maybe hit them on the counter, get into the 25, try and win a short corner maybe, and pounce. As we see a bit of drizzle come down again. The storm that was forecast for tomorrow looks like it's come early. It's a bit different to us Cape Townians. All of us are normally late for everything, but the weather's certainly not.
Another hard turn there by Rowan Pretorius, or was it Jody Sutcliffe? Apologies if we get a few names mixed up here, viewers. We have another case of 2 number 12s. If any of the viewers in the live stream would like to assist at any point, please just shout. I am reading. And yes, Lynn Hadley, we do miss Friday Night Lights. Everyone misses Friday Night Lights. More than happy to bring this to you live.
This is an example. Good numbers behind the ball there from Edgemead. Really good discipline. What a Fairmont got. Great burst into the D, looking for a short corner. Nothing that time. And if we look at how Fairmont might set up now, I wouldn't be surprised if they high press them really aggressively and try and force a turnover high up the field here. Edgemead's outlets looked a little bit shaky, so we could see it here. We've got Malia already busy cutting the field, wanting Edgemead to go to their left or Fairmont's right. That's exactly where they got them. We could get a turnover here. And there we go. Textbook press. Great counter attack. And but that is textbook. Bryce will be very happy with that. And next time, that's how easily it can turn from being a Edgemead ball to a ball in your own net. That's a great press.
The pressure is relentless from Fairmont, forcing turnovers, forcing a little bit of a shaky situation in the Edgemead defense. Viewers, we just want to stress again that we are completely neutral, but what we are seeing here is quite the spectacle from the Fairmont ladies.
Okay, they've changed Alex onto right back, so she's playing on the right side. After a substitute earlier, she came off and Bryce has decided to maybe put her on the right, maybe because of the fact that the ball had been playing down the left so much. Maybe they thought, okay, well, maybe Alex will get it.
Moving through the centre of the field, we have May Solomon. Still going. Abigail Scott doing the most to try and handle that, while we have Megan Botha on the ball right now, looking for an open pass.
It's trouble. Doing extremely well to get out of that. I've got a 2v2 situation here.
Leila Smith still on the ball. Turnover. Rato.
There we go. These are the chances Edgemead are looking for. Unfortunately, just couldn't link up with one of the forwards there. And here we go. Fairmont on the counter. Could be dangerous. Here we go. Through ball to strike in the D. Oh, Malia just overran it, unfortunately, there.
Seconds away from saying the turn of pace.
She was just too quick for the ball.
Let's see who else we have here. We have Zoe van Alleman, number 22, playing centre back tonight. She does not have hobbies because of hockey, and her favourite hobby is sleeping.
Oh my word.
And her plan is to move to Australia for a gap year and play hockey over there. And I'd imagine more sleeping.
Good old Zoe. She is a hockey fanatic as well. So very similar to the Hadleys, just hockey mad. Always on the court or on the field. And she's always keen to be involved. So yeah, all the best with your move down to Australia if that ends up panning out in the future. Good skill there from Edgemead. Good counter here, if they can link up. Great cover by Alex. Not a great ball though. Very lucky that wasn't, very fortunate for it not to be turned over by Edgemead.
What a turn.
Jordan Moses. Trying to get her eyes up. Good Malia. And then the turnover. It's been a bit of like that. There's been double turnovers, you know. A lot of no team has actually really taken. I mean, Fairmont's dominated territory and possession for large parts, but they haven't really been able to string together passes accurately anyway. You know, it's been a case of Edgemead get the ball, Fairmont win the ball. Fairmont win the ball, Edgemead win the ball. It's been a bit of a midfield battle at the moment.
Yeah, I think same as last week. Some of the comments that had come through after the match from the coaches, particularly to myself and AJ, that we should not be taking stabs at them, but we will continue to take stabs at them because we are all buddies. But the double turnovers, could that also be a symptom of lockdown and not another wild turn? A symptom of lockdown and just maybe not having a lot of stick on ball for such a long period of time?
I'll answer that now, as Amy's gone on a great run, gone all the way from the halfway line into the top D area, and we see Edgemead with a potential counter-attack. But I think Crispy, to answer your question, like the double turnover has been around for forever. pre-COVID it was happening enough. I think sometimes we might just be giving too much credit to COVID and not enough onus on the players to actually take responsibility in looking after the ball. You see a good build-up here from Fairmont. Got it again into the 25 where they've just managed to lose possession. Amy's won it back. Amy Smith got an advantage. She can take advantage of it into the D16. Unfortunately, no touch.
That is the honest truth there, Coach Gibbo. We may just sit here and we may just guide, but it is up to the players in the end to make the hard calls and hold it together for the rest of the team.
Yeah, okay, so
unfortunate.
Another unforced error there actually, and that could just be a result of the fact of the high press and just the psychological pressure that maybe Edgemead are under at the moment. As the rain starts coming down, Jordan on her back stick, no, it doesn't get away with it. Oh. Short corner there from umpire Louise Conradi, signalling where the foul or infringement was.
Unfortunate there by Jessica Scott. Angelique West, Coach Bryce, exclamation mark Harky, with only one Harky. Ange, did something happen that your husband only gets one heart tonight? That's a bit of a rough situation there.
Juffrou Angelique in the house. Good to hear from you.
I think I'll take a stab at this variation. I'm thinking that there will be another slipper, probably going to the left castle. And I'm wrong.
Zigzag. Oh, great. Amy's done well to win the ball back there. Short corner re-award. I think Fairmont would maybe do well just to keep it simple. In the first minute of the game they said right castle, flick top corner. Maybe they would look at just keeping it simple. As Bryce is venting his frustration on the sideline with the players. It seems like they might have a variation because he's just said that we've trained it how many times. So there's obviously a move that he maybe wants to do, but at this moment I wouldn't mind going right castle Amy Smith. As you see the variation. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well defended, eh? Jeez, that was really well defended.
Oh, almost. Unfortunate in there. Edgemead back with a 16. Jess got again on the ball with Layla Smith. Zuki Gibbs applying high levels of pressure.
Let's go, girls, well done, it's yours. You're going to take the rest on the top.
So we see Amy Smith, who's been substituted. She scored a cracker, and now she's just catching her breath, and hopefully she'll get back out there again and keep entertaining us. Jordan Moses on the ball.
Out of the rain.
Oh, here we go. It's an opportunity. Good composure from Zoe. Jordan in midfield. Look to win a 1v1, which she has. She gets the 2v1 somewhere on the field. Unfortunately, just cannot link up. Oh, she does.
She does.
Really well.
Unfortunate.
And then the water, as we said, the rain might have an effect. But that was well done from Jordan, winning a 1v1 and managing to almost link up with her forward.
It almost seems as if the Fairmont defense are just communicating on a whole different level. The cover is there, the pace is there, the flair is definitely there.
They'd just like to add another goal. I think that's the biggest frustration with hockey at times, especially hockey. We see it in other sports like football and rugby where we don't convert, but definitely in hockey where you've just got so much possession and you cannot score, and then all of a sudden the other team gets one chance and it's 1-1. and it's just how it is. So they need to stay patient, keep building it up and just convert when they get into that final third.
Oh, the work on the side, unfortunately not linking up there.
So we can change it, but we go back into it.
Coach Price voicing his frustrations again, looking for a more dynamic application of their plan and their strategy. And again, Zoe van Alleman.
Yeah, so as we head down into the last 2 minutes of the first half, I think Edgemead would be over the moon with the fact that they are still in the game. And yeah, they've got an opportunity to free it in the 25. I think they'll be, if they can maybe get a short corner or edge out a goal here, they'd be over the moon. So they've done really well to stay in the game. And let's see what they can do with this attacking opportunity.
She scored again on the ball, the outside.
Oh, good arc. Oh, just no forward to link up with, unfortunately. But EDGEMEAD did show that they've got the ability to hold on to the ball and put a few phases together there. As the rain
comes down again.
Bucketing. Big drops.
I definitely should have brought at least 2 more jackets. Through grit there by the EDGEMEAD defense.
Go, go, go. 25 seconds, let's go.
Okay, so EDGEMEAD 30 seconds left on the clock here. Let's see if they are wise to how much time's left and try and maybe play a big ball into the final third. Try and maybe get a foot. Wasted. Counter-attack opportunity for FAIRMONT, but we should see.
I think conditions are making it a little bit difficult to make those connections. With the standard Cape Town rain that does not come at you from above, it hits you head on. Another fantastic interception there.
And that's half time, 1-0 to FAIRMONT. That early goal from Amy Smith in the first minute and a half or so. The difference between the two teams, and I think FAIRMONT a bit frustrated while EDGEMEAD will have a good team talk. I'm sure Casey will mention to the girls that we're in the game here, just one chance and it's 1-1, and who knows what they could do after that.
I fully agree that we can definitely see a change in possession and just where exactly the ball is in the field. Beginning of the first half, most of where we were seeing the ball was in the EDGEMEAD quarter, even in the EDGEMEAD half, and we're seeing a lot more ball making its way over to the FAIRMONT half. Predictions for the next half. What do you think? Do you foresee any changes in formation from either coach?
No, I don't think the formation will change. I think how they play the hockey might. Expect FAIRMONT to be a lot more dynamic, be prepared to build up, go from left to right, go back to go forward. That for me would be the biggest change. And EDGEMEAD, I think, will just be mindful of when we do win the ball, or when they do win the ball, that they're a little bit more accurate on their build-up and counter-attack, because they only need to make 3 good passes and they've got an opportunity. So, yeah, I don't expect much to change formation-wise. I just expect a bit more of a dynamic game, but that'll also be weather-dependent, to be totally honest.
Yeah, the weather has been a little bit mercurial, to say the least. It's just been up and down. Comment coming through from Nick Mills. Shout out to the ball girls from the under 14A team. We will definitely agree with you there. The under 14A girls are out working hard in the weather, doing as much as they can.
Thank you.
We have actually just received a delivery of biscuits and coffee and bar ones. I'm actually surprised and incredibly impressed. Oh, we even get sugar.
That's definitely for you, Randall. Unless Simon Whittaker didn't like my joke and said I'm definitely not sweet enough, and I see there's even more sugar coming out, so I don't think he liked my joke. But to the Whittakers, thank you very much, and to our Uber Eats delivery person, Lauren Whittaker, we appreciate it for keeping us nice and warm in these cold conditions. We do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you. We will definitely take advantage of the coffee situation. Oh, this is fantastic.
All right, as the umpires give their signal for the 1 minute to go, 1 minute left of the half time before the action starts again.
As we see Coach Price doing his standard shoulder shake and shrug with his 3 jackets, hands waving. The ladies seem really amped to get this next half underway. As the weather clears once again.
Do this, girls, come on. One over there.
As the second half is about to get underway, we see the EHS girls doing their war cry. Ball's running across the turf now. Aintree Burns, umpire on our side. A young man who's come through from Fairmont and Kuro.
Currently coaching at Milnerton High School.
Oh, with you?
Yeah, he got involved there. He gave up his daytime job to follow his passion in coaching, so he's got involved there at the moment. So it's great to see him coaching and umpiring.
Second half underway, and some more news. We have Tara Creels playing number 14. Hobbies include surfing, quite interesting, especially if you're living in the northern suburbs. Plans for after schools to go study interior and architecture design.
Wow, awesome.
There's some really interesting humans in this start list.
Yeah, the surfing hobby is interesting. Should maybe move to Milnerton if she wants to be closer to the beach.
Only if Coach Bryce can hear you.
Please don't take anything I'm saying too seriously online. It's a bit of banter before you think that we are trying to recruit all these players.
Gavin Natalie Smith, come on Green Machine, and Nathan Smith, that's all muscle. Yes, we have to agree. Kelly Bartman, come on EDGEMEAD, go Amy Bartman. Amy Bartman.
Yeah, Amy, she's been through the trial process now. She's just made it through to the combined trials with a few of the Fairmont girls as well. I think there's about 5 or 6 that have made it through along with Amy from EDGEMEAD. So they've got their combined trial this Sunday, which is exciting. They join up with the Southern Suburbs girls, and as they all vie for a spot in one of the under 18A or under 18B teams this year. So good luck to Amy, and also good luck to the other Fairmont girls that are also going to be trialing for that on Sunday.
Oh, Brennan O'Brien, loads of surfers in the north. We'll take your word for it, sir. I think tonight is definitely a night for surfing. The turf is a little bit damp, drying out slowly. As I open my home style quick shop bakery crunchy biscuit.
Alright, so we have Fairmont with an outlet opportunity here. EDGEMEAD managed to get up into the 25. Let's see how Fairmont choose to outlet. They look like they've gone to traditional back four. Oh, it's a good press from EDGEMEAD. Unfortunately, just not able to trap the ball, but now we see Malia with a bit of space in the 25. Going to look to drive. Could we see another goal? A good, well taken free. Good, well done. Good from Malia. It just looked like that phase where she was running in and going on her backstick. It looked very reminiscent of a goal that she scored at DF Milan last weekend, where she managed to open that space on top there on her backhand.
They're acting really quickly, thinking ahead. Actually, a lot quicker than the defenders were thinking at this stage. I think the defense is still, the EDGEMEAD defense is still trying to find their feet from the perspective that I have up here, as we see another rearrangement of players.
Alright, so very aggressive press from Fairmont here. Good high turnover. Circle entry, a bit of danger there. Unfortunately, just couldn't keep the ball down. And a free hit quite rightly blown out for a lifted ball or danger.
It's quite an aggressive tackle there on Isabella Abrams. She seems completely fine though.
Girls are tough these days. They're all machines.
Apologies if you hear me speaking with a mouthful of food. It's thanks to the Whittakers.
That's great player. Circle entry, Malia. Well defended from the edge of the there.
The Keegan Collop media team doing a great job. I have to agree with you there, sir.
Keegan Collop taking a night off. As we see Fairmont on the backhand. What a goal! Fantastic goal from Rowan there. Great technique. Great goal, fantastic. And Fairmont deservedly move into a 2-0 lead. EDGEMEAD will be a bit disappointed with that, but Fairmont good value for the 2-0 lead. As you see Rowan scoring the goal, gets substituted. Amy straight on. Tara Creel with on the ball, and unfortunately a foul blown just before that.
absolutely elation here on the bench as Rowan came off. Interesting information and background on Rowan from our Spy network. Hobbies include watching Netflix and hanging out with her friends, and her plan is to study foundation phase teaching at the University of Stellenbosch.
Return a bit of value back into education. You know, we all come through it, and some of us end up back in it, be it in the coaching capacity or teaching. It's always good to give back, and it's nice to see a lot of us coming full circle.
Yeah, shout out and respect to the teachers. If you are listening, I see we have quite a large contingent of live viewers. Gillian Heeman, Roses.
Okay, it's a good outlet here. Bryce West demanding the players or the Fairmont girls to roll the ball a little bit sooner.
Sounds reminiscent of Kent Lapper with these, can I say, rhythmic and harmonic roller calls that we've become used to over the years.
Yeah, I think it's just the old adage, it's the ball always moves faster than the man, or the player, or in this case the woman. But yeah, we've got an opportunity here. If you can find Tara Creel on the right here, good receive, and here we go. They're out. Good lead from Malia. Got an opportunity. Can actually find someone with a back pass. Managed to get the foot there.
Working away through 4 defenders and still getting the short corner. That is work. That's work. That's talent.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's great. But if you look at the outlet, Lorati's done really well to identify Tara in space. Tara wins her 1v1, and all of a sudden the space opens, and then Malia just does the rest. So yeah, good hockey there from Fairmont, and let's see if at halftime they maybe just decided let's just keep it simple at short corner time. Double castle again. But with me, I would think just something simple, just a flick from the top.
Yeah, with Jody Sutcliffe at the push-out.
Mistrap on the circle there as Edgemead's chance, counter-attack. Let's see if they are able to execute. Need to pass the ball. Great. And there we go. Well defended there by Alex Wilkin. Gets back really quickly.
Fairmont is working well. They work back at quite a good pace.
No, that was fantastic. Good speed on counter defense there, and managed to secure possession and now back up the field.
Oh, unfortunate.
Just a little bit overzealous there from Amy Smith. But it's good to see that the girls are prepared to give all that it takes to win the ball.
And Pope coming through with go green machine, play hard to the end, you got this. And the way things are looking right now, we have to agree, it almost seems as if there are at least 15 Fairmont players on the turf.
You see Amy on the outside, usual speed, expected to enter T-point.
What a burst.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunate
Great umpiring decision there. I think a lot of us would have been tempted to give the short corner there, but I think Angie quite correctly just blowing that with a shot off target.
Yeah, Judith Schneckenberg taking that one on the leg. Another hard counter from Fairmont. Unfortunate foot there on Megan Botha. "16 minutes left in this half, and it really does seem like the pressure is incredible from the Fairmont ladies. As we see Kirsten Higgs working her way up the field, looking for Erin Fortuin. Apologies, that was Kyra Taylor. Outletting from Fairmont has just been immaculate.
Well, there we go, and they've won their 1v1, roll the ball, well done, good. And there you should be able to eliminate, they've got the man advantage.
What a pickup.
Well defended there from Edgemead. Great tackle in there after a fantastic build-up and phase of play there from Fairmont. You see a feet on the 25, good transfer. Edgemead's pressing at times has been really good, like they've managed to hold Fairmont off. As we see a really good attacking play. Amy try and find a bit of space here. Malia maybe on a back stick. Just gets a bit tight. Well done. Good composure there. I think a lot of us would have been tempted to. I see my back stick, I'm going to hit it, even though it wasn't there. I know I definitely back in my day when I played hockey.
You need to
Not
make
very
it
well.
that Super Sport highlights reel is just waiting for you.
But yeah, I think Malia's done so well to just look after the ball and then ultimately find the foot as we see the Edgemead penalty corner team line up here. Interesting to see what they go in their PC defense lineup. It looks like they're going to run a 2-2.
Peter Ward, go Kyra Nagel. Or Kyra in, I'm assuming you meaning Kyra Nagel, number 16 from EHS.
Push to the right, Castle, a bit wide. Amy unfortunately was always destined to be a bit off target in the minute that push went a bit skew. I think Fairmont will look back and say it's just been a night of maybe our pushing not being good enough so far. They first one of the night, pinpoint accurate, and then resulted in a really good goal. So maybe if they can just improve that, they will benefit from that.
Again, Fairmont applying maximum pressure.
Edgemead managed to outlet successfully and unfortunately lose the ball in midfield. Good play.
Oh, what a rinse. Still going.
Should get a free hit there. There we go. Really physical. Both teams haven't been scared of getting physical, which I reiterate. I think it's refreshing. It's really refreshing to see in girls hockey, where generally they sometimes shy away from the 50-50 balls. But yeah, we've seen two instances: one Fairmont goal, one Edgemead goal, being prepared to get down and dirty if it needs to be to win the ball. As you see, I think that's the third or fourth time. Sorry, Randall. The third or fourth time that Edgemead have given the ball away over their own baseline from a 16.
I feel rain. Do you feel rain? Once again?
Yeah, I see it coming down. Miliano backstick. Fortunately, just technique fails her in that on that account.
I don't know if it's just me, but are you starting to see a little bit of fatigue creeping in about teams? A little bit of a long week.
Yeah, could be, definitely. If I had to be honest, it looks like Fairmont are actually starting to find another gear. She will see now in the next phases. We see Jordan there taking advantage of the fact that we've got ball goals. And it's a great tackle there from the Edgemead defender.
That was Judith Schlackenberg again.
Great tackle on a reverse there, fantastic.
Serious ball place
Like
there.
to see Fairmont go out here, yeah, very good. And that's very fortunate not to be turned over there in midfield. As we see Fairmont again in the 25, Jordan Moses, circle entry.
So close. Zuki Gibbs there with the touch, just a little bit too high.
It just seems like one of those nights. They're getting in and around the box and they're just not able to finish. As we see a good counter here again. Can they take advantage here? Amy split in the right place at the right time, and great composure for the second goal of the night.
Linking up fantastically well with Isabella Abrams.
It was a great turnover from Isabella Abrams, a fantastic turnover and good composure to find Amy, and then Amy just did the rest. And that's Fairmont up 3-0, 11 minutes to go.
So some interesting information about Amy Smith. Hobbies include gymming and photography. Gymming, really? Not really one of my hobbies. And would like to study overseas in the USA. And it's actually fantastic to see that the youth of today are thinking beyond just the next weekend.
Yeah, I think talked about lockdown earlier. Maybe that's what lockdown has definitely allowed our umpires. Umpires. As I see an umpire walk right across us here in front of us, that's going to be umpiring the boys' game. But a lot of the kids, I think, these days have a lot of time to ponder and think about what the future looks like and what they maybe want to be doing. So it's great to hear them or see that they are so sure of what they're actually wanting. I mean, when I was their age, I didn't really know what I wanted.
We never had internet, man. We had to use dial-up. We could only make one call on the weekend.
That was it. That dial-up tone was great.
More messages coming through. Nathan Smith, nice Emily. Bobby Sutcliffe, great game, great commentating. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Bobby. Another hard counter coming through. You know, from my perspective, if I was in the field now, I would actually feel a little bit fearful by this pressure that's just unrelenting. Number 7 there, Megan Boat on the ball, looking for the outlet pass.
So Randall, how does the rest of your weekend look? You playing any hockey this weekend?
No, sir.
Have you given up the hockey?
I've had to give up the hockey and leave it to the youngsters.
Okay.
You know, my body doesn't do well.
Malia opening up a backhand space. Oh, good arc.
Still
Can't
going.
you find a connection? Jordan Moses.
You know, I think it's important that we support the youngsters, give them a chance to come through. Also look after our knees.
Yeah, those knees, they are. It goes from when you're younger to being your left and your right knee to your good and your bad knee.
This knee and that knee.
Yeah.
I think also, you know, with as things go with age, we do start to wear a little bit more. Angelique West, yes, with many green hearts. Elise Jongsma, whoa, great goal from under 16B, green heart. Michael West, well done. Peter Deval, just tuned in, score. The score right now is 3-0, Peter, to Fairmont. Angelique West, Juffrou Angelique, under 16 girls are all watching. We back you guys.
See Amy Smith looking for a hat trick here. She opened up some backhand space. Oh, and she just couldn't get the shot on target there.
Just seems to be going one over and over and over. Very aggressive press by
Yeah,
Fairmont
extremely aggressive. You can see the minute they go back here, they're full pressed, and I think Bryce will be a bit disappointed they were able to get out there, to be honest. Especially outletting to Edgemead's left half, you would be thinking the right wing would have been right on that left half. See Jody Erasmus walking past us here, he's preparing for the first team boys game. Cool as a cucumber, Jody.
Oh, what another
Great
turn.
skill. Jeez, that is fantastic. Can she link up for the goal? Oh, it's a very good save there by the keeper. Oh, short corner.
Unfortunate.
Very unfortunately there.
But again, another symptom of pressure.
So I think, yeah, sorry, carry on there, Randall.
No, you may interrupt me
I
anytime.
was going to get too technical again. Let's have a bit of casual conversation. Before we
I'm
get to
reaching for this fantastic coffee. I need to go in for another bite in that biscuit.
All right, I'll take over while Randall goes on a lunch break. But yeah, so I think in this situation, 3-0 up, maybe Fairmont will look to go for a few variations now. We could see something off here. Bit of a slip. Unfortunately, just another unforced error there. I think Fairmont will look back at the video on Monday or Tuesday this week and feel that they've left a lot of chances out here. As we see Alex with a good outlet, making use of the deeper centre back. And then there we go, just managing to find the space. Jordan Moses with a bit of a mistrap. Jodie Sutcliffe, I think there, she's had a really good couple of minutes now on that left side.
Karanagel looking for the link. Well intercepted by Alex Wilkin. The turnovers are again becoming a little bit difficult to manage for both teams, especially the double turnovers, double, triple, quadruple.
Or as you like to call it, COVID turnovers.
Oh yeah, that's actually that's a fantastic term. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, so Edgemead with I think their second free hit in the 25 for the game, and they managed to win back possession again. There we go, the double turnover situation, triple turnover situation. See if Fairmont can hold possession for a little bit longer.
But again, it genuinely feels like there are more Fairmont players on the field.
I think that comes when you're pressing well, and you've got man-to-man, and you've got your 1 or 2 zonal players in, and you're doing things by the textbook. It can feel like that, Randall. Even a 3v2 situation can feel like it's 6v3, 6v2. As we see Edgemead in the circle, and for a well defended there from Fairmont, nice and low. As we see an overhead out, fantastic. Amy with a lot of grass ahead of her, a lot of open space. See if she can use her turn of pace. Oh, and selfishly, Malia, just a push into the corner here. Oh, great save. And hold on, Malia should.
Again, Fairmont defense is just.
Edgemead's defense there.
Sorry, apologies. Edgemead's defense has just been fantastic.
It's just that last line of defense. They've managed to get something in the way at all times. But I think that all started. Good defender, Zoe van Alleman. Quick eyes up to throw the overhead, and all of a sudden they were in. And I think Malia would be a bit disappointed that she wasn't able to convert the chance, but ultimately managing to get a short corner. And it would be really interesting to see where they go with this. Maybe a variation, as we mentioned before. Slip left maybe, we've gone slider right, and just not able to execute. Amy a bit confused with Malia, just chatting about what should have been where and when. But
again, it seemed as if the push-up just wasn't going to its target.
Yeah. There we go, Rowan, nice and high, good turnover there. It's a great play. Another circle entry to Fairmont.
Hard tackle.
She'll end up getting a short corner here. Well done. Well played there by the Fairmont goal. Edgemead unfortunately just forced to commit a tired tackle there just because they're under pressure here.
I think the fatigue, from a defensive standpoint, should be setting in by now, with 3.5 minutes left to go.
All right, Randall. Let's see what we've got here. Fairmont seem like they've committed. I see Tara's going out of the short corner, but they look like they've committed a lot of players into the battery here.
Another big slip.
Left Castle, zigzag. Amy looking for the hat trick. She finds a foot. Again, just a prime example of Edgemead again. Just every little thing to be able to stop the ball from progressing into the net, whether it be by foot, by stick, by goalkeeper, anything and everything, just to ensure that Fairmont have to do more to score.
I see many hearts coming through on the live chat. We're looking again for another variation.
I notice one of the Balva guys, Wade Rose, is online. Hello Wade, long time no see or hear.
Soon to be Daddy Wade.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez. Congrats Wade, and all the best, and I look forward to seeing your youngster on the hockey field in a couple of years' time. Great tackle there, good turnover. A double turnover again, not where Edgemead would want to be losing the ball. Malia driving the baseline, looking for. It's a great pass. That is a great ball from Malia. Fortunately, Amy not able to capitalize.
Attack after attack is just getting into that last 9 yards. I'm sure Coach Bryce is screaming for a conversion of some kind.
Yeah, I think you're talking about fatigue earlier. I think that's a prime example. They're double turnover and then just not able to take advantage of it in executing the pass.
Second foot by Amy Smith in the right position.
No, she's loaded zones very well. She'll be a little bit disappointed that she wasn't able to convert that. As we see Fairmont with the inverted arrowhead, right wing stepping hard at the left half, and a really high press from the outside link. So Rowan here entering the 25 into the D. Unfortunately, Malia Smith not able to get her feet out the way.
It's been a solid 2 minutes in the Edgemead last quarter.
It's almost been a carbon copy replay every time. It's been Fairmont press, Fairmont turnover, Fairmont lose the ball in the D, and repeat. So as we see top D, a bit of space opens up, not able
Contact
to
was
take
made.
advantage. Oh, Amy would want to win this. On her backhand, looking for the hat trick.
Go up, Dana, go up, go up.
Oh, well done there by Tara Creel. Really good trap.
Come, Lexi. Lovely, go.
Hard work there by Megan Water.
And again.
Good work from
Quickly.
Fairmont there. Jordan Moses just able to break down the counter attack.
25 seconds left. Are we potentially going to see a goal from EDGEMEAD?
Well, it's now or never. Gonna have to go a bit more direct. Big ball. As we see, there we go. And I've got 10 seconds to try and get this in. Another big ball, hopefully. And I think that's going to be the ball game, unfortunately.
Fantastic game though.
Yeah, really good game overall. Some nice hockey. I think Fairmont well deserved and deserved winners. And yeah, good game of hockey and well done, Fairmont.
Yeah, I know. I think tonight's game, I mean, compared to last week, we're seeing quite a bit of development. We're seeing a lot of movement forward. Your final perspective there, Coach Kibble?
I think ultimately Fairmont looking at being potentially a top 4, top 5 team in the girls GC, and EDGEMEAD conversely a top 4 team in the TC, a league below. So I think fair result, and EDGEMEAD will be proud of their overall performance, and Fairmont will be satisfied, quietly satisfied. So on to the next one next week for both teams, and all the best for the rest of the season, ladies.
And we'll be wrapping up here, and join us again for the boys' first team game coming up in a few minutes.